Hey all you amazing pinball people out there, I'm Brian Eddy and we're here at the new Stern factory watching the very first game, Venom, being made. So let's walk through and just take a look at how it's all being done. Oh look, right here we have Carnage. He is your arch enemy in the game. He is set to destroy you. You have to hit him and send him back so that he cannot destroy the world. What else do we have here? Out on the sub-assembly line, they're making all the parts that go inside a Venom game. You can see all these different stations set up with different things. Here's targets being made. Here's an underground trough right here. These are some posts here, that part of the doppelganger assembly right here. If you see how he works, this moves out and swivels him down out onto the playfield as that surprise attack that he does. These are all put together as sub-assemblies which then move into the game on the line. And here we have the left ramp. They're being made here. Decals, flasher, everything's put on together in one piece so they can just be dropped onto the line. Up here we're coming upon the big moving scoop in the game. This is the assembly part that moves without the motor, that actually rotates in all three different positions to make a variety of shots in the game. That's just the scoop part, not the motor part that moves it underneath. And now we're getting to the end of sub-assembly here where they're making all the parts that go on the playfield. We're ending up here with back panels. You can see here we got Ravencroft in the back panel with all the lights and the coil that diverts the ball up to the lanes. You can see that coming down in there. So this gets dropped on as one sub-assembly onto the game. Okay, now let's go back around and see the rest of the line. It starts with the playfield. You can see them in the racks here, all ready to go. All looking amazing with that Jeremy artwork. So after we get a playfield, it comes over here to have all the holes drilled into it. And as we move down, more and more parts get put onto the playfield. Here you'll see the posts getting put on, hammering them on, making sure they're all in the right position, wires getting put on, ball guides getting put on, and then the playfields get flipped over to work on the bottom sides. A lot of pieces on the bottom side that you don't see. We have the lamp boards here. We have some of the unique mechs starting to go on, as you can see as we walk through each step. And then as most of the parts get put onto the playfield, they start putting the wiring harness on. You can see it just starting here. They're doing all the soldering of all the individual components. Here they're doing the final touches. The playfield gets flipped over and the rest of the top side mechanisms and ramps get put on the game. You can see here we're almost completed here. We got a doppelganger. This game here is as close as it gets to when it finishes its first run through the line. There's also a few parts that they put on here at the end. Okay, so here we are at the first playfield test. This is where they start testing all the switches, all the coils, all the lights, making sure everything works properly. This is also the place where the 360 scoop gets put onto the game. Since it needs to be attached underneath, this was the best place in the assembly to put it. Hey, Jose. So this is the final test. This is where the playfields finally get into a cabinet and they get played like a real game to make sure all the shots work. These are also the LE games. These games are a little bit special. I sign every single one of them. I test a lot of them to make sure that they're playing the way we want to before they go in a box. So you can take a look down here. We can see them play testing to make sure all the games are the way we want them. They get a final polish and cleanup here, and then they're in the line to go right into a box. Hopefully headed to your home or location.